Okay. Going to do some live gaming, guys. I've got my Raspberry Pi. Retro Pi is the software. Let's jump to it. I've not done this in a while, so I'm looking forward to it. So this is the current what do you call it, skin that I've got on Retro Pi, and there's hundreds of games, thousands of games even. So I mean, the hardest part of this is really choosing what game to play. I'll maybe start off with some Mega Drive, some Genesis. Where are we? Where's the Genesis? Here we go. So I was more of a NES guy growing up. I must say I was more of a NES guy because I had the NES, but my brother had the Mega Drive in the UK. And I kind of, I loved it just as much. My brother had it, but I was kind of the best of both worlds. I got to play both platforms. There's so many good games on the Mega Drive. Right, let's find one. Let's find a classic. Hard driving. Do you think some sort of action? Jeopardy. Come on, find me something here. Oh, I'm jumping over the other systems. What's this? Last Battle? Right, I've got no idea what this is. It's got an explanation at the side there. If I take away my webcam for a second, you can see that. Genre fighting. Last Battle is a side-scrolling beat 'em up. Right, I'm all for side-scrolling beat 'em ups. That sounds awesome. Who wouldn't want a side-scrolling beat 'em up? That's like the best thing ever. When I thought about it, I should have just put on Golden Axe or Streets of Rage. Right. Whoa, I'm moving that about. You don't want that. All is not well with the world. Right. Never mind the storyline. Don't need this, do we? Right, okay. Doesn't seem to be any way to actually stop that. What, I've just to sit here and watch the whole story? That makes no sense. Why would I want to do that? Right, come on, give me some music, give me some action. Legend of the Final Hero. Here we go. Let me know, guys, if the audio's okay, or if it's a bit too loud or whatever. I can turn it up or down. Here we go. I'm not actually playing this yet. Can I just point that out? Right. Was that just a demo? Right, I want to come out if it's going to be like this. Right. Off there, flyer. Yeah, this one definitely seems like it's not even letting me come back out for some reason. Yeah, I can't come out. That's annoying. I'm going to start the Retro Pi again. A little bit annoying it did that though. I don't know why. Because I tested some games earlier. It still plays okay. There's no problem there. But I don't know why it didn't let me do anything. Sorry, that gets loud. It gets very loud. I'll mute that. You shouldn't be able to hear that anymore. I don't know why it loads up with that really, really noisy intro at the start. For anyone who I tried to stream about an hour ago and I couldn't, and the reason I'll explain it in another video. It was an OBS problem, but basically, it was defaulting to try and stream through my integrated graphics rather than my GPU, and that just caused a hell of a lot of problems. GPU is kind of funny like that, because if you've got integrated graphics and you've got 2 GPUs, it will just default to the integrated graphics, despite the fact you've got, you know, you've got two 1080 Ti's or whatever. A little bit bizarre. I don't know why they do that. Right, come on, Emulation Station and Retro Arch and all that. I want to play some games. Why is this so slow? You can actually put Emulation Station onto your computer. You know, that's another way to do it. If you don't have a Raspberry Pi or anything like that, you can just put it on your computer and you can just load games that way. I don't know why it's going so slow just now. I've got no idea why that is taking some time. It should be loaded up by now, but it's not. Don't know why. Don't know why. I'll check back in a second or two. Yeah, the problem I had with the OBS there was because it was defaulting to the integrated graphics. Load up! Load up! Why is that not loading? Like, literally, this normally... I know literally is a word that is literally overused, but honestly, this normally loads up in seconds. Doesn't matter what you do, guys. See, as soon as you hit that stream button, everything that you tested before that was working no longer works. I'm going to have to try that again. I'll mute the audio just now so it doesn't deafen you. Yeah. This happens so many times in your live stream. So, in the meantime, let me know what game you want me to play when it does actually load up. And I'll check it out. See that noise? That's what I was hearing there. Even though I've got it muted, it still plays it through my headphones because it's basically got the Raspberry Pi going through my console, through my PC. Don't know why it wasn't loading up before though. That's very annoying. I don't know why it did do that, but I'm hoping we're not going to have any more problems. But anyway, if you've got any questions, post them. If you've got a game that you'd like me to play, post them. And come on, I'm not a patient man. There we go. Don't know why it didn't load up last time. Right, let's start with arcade this time. I don't know why the Mega Drive game was messing up. So we're gonna go with some classic 64th Street, a detective story. It's good enough for me. Good enough for me. Arcade now loading. We got there in the end. No one said this was supposed to be easy. That is supposed to be easy. Hey, Flood of Sins. OE, what do you mean by that? Put some credits in. Right, right, Rick or Alan? Operator error? Yeah, it could have been that. Right, I'm going to go with Rick. He's got a delightful hat. This looks like a 2-button game. Jump and punch is looking what I've got just now. I'm getting my ass kicked. I didn't check at the start who makes this game, but it looks very Capcom like. I loved how like every game of the late 80s, early 90s, like every beat 'em up looked like this in the arcades. Just a side-scrolling beat 'em up. Like obviously you had Double Dragon on the NES, but you know when it came to the Super NES, the Mega Drive had it out of the park with Streets of Rage. They really did. There was nothing on the Super NES that... Well, Turtles in Time, that's a lie. Turtles in Time was really good. But I would say that the Mega Drive kind of had the edge on the kind of beat-em-ups and fighting games. But the Super NES had Street Fighter 2, Killer Instinct and things like that, so... I think Pit Fighter was on both systems, unfortunately. Listen to that music. Oh, that guy's big. What did he even... He just stood up and I died. Right, so when he comes back up, don't be there. See, you can't interact with the background, but when you punch someone or that, they seem to kind of die, get thrown back. I love how this guy's just dressed like he's going to Wall Street. He's walking about in his tie on. Ah, lost a life. That's not good. See, I can just add more credits also. Ah. Is that guy a boxer? Sneaky, sneaky. I've not actually ever heard of this game in the arcade. I don't think I ever saw it. There was so many arcade games though. You know, lots of them just wouldn't have come out. You know, in certain regions. Obviously all the big ones did, but there'll be lots of games that only come out in certain regions. And maybe, you know, never come out in the UK or never come out in Spain or whatever. Certainly was a lot of ones from Japan and just never made out of Japan. I mean, this is really just a Final Fight clone, I suspect. As a Capcom game. I mean, the amount of games Capcom put out, though, you know, that just looked clones of their own games. Come on. Oh no, that's bad. No, I could actually go like a sport game. That could be fun. Right, I've done a level, so I think if I can come out and hopefully I can go to I can hopefully pick a good kind of sporty game. Look at the number of games on this. Right. Sports Bender. Yeah, it's got. What would one do you think? In fact, the Bender like Olympic or something with it. So if I try and get to O. Right, come on, come on. There is no quick way of going to that, is there? Oh, there is. I've just went by it. Right, there must be some sort of Olympic game here. No, Newman Athletics. Outrunners. They're not Outrun. How many Pac-Man games? Pebble Beach. Let me see what we got here. What we got here? Some of the only thing with this, they've mixed in the people that did this. They've mixed in lots of right, I need to go with this. This looks good. They've mixed in lots of really old games with games that are fairly new. So there's games like from the early 80s mixed in with games from the early 90s. It's all good. Error bit check. Right, okay. Here we go, here we go. Used to always 1993, that's actually quite new. Ish. 25 years, right, okay. Not new, but in comparison. Right, what's the... It's saying game over. I'm trying to put coins in. Why can't I see... It's weird how some of the games are just set up perfectly and other ones aren't. I'm pushing select, which should... Oh, it's a controller. There we go, it was the controller. I don't know why. I think because I was charging the controller there, it was messing up. So I'll put in a lot of credits. Right. Scotland is actually in this game. That's right, I need to go them by default. Despite the fact they're going to be awful. I remember this. I remember this game. Yeah, I remember this. You had to pick the size of, you know, you could pick the scale. Right, me versus Hungary. This was actually, they used to have this at the snooker hall in my town. But this was quite popular, this one. How's the audio? Is it loud enough for you guys? I can't remember if it's a 2-button or 3-button controller game. I need to get the controller again. I think it's just 2 buttons. Why not? Oof! Good save. Right, so the pass and shoot button are kind of the same. Right, so a lot of these games, they suffered from the fact that there were certain techniques you could use to always score. So hopefully, oh, I've timed it wrong, but like that kind of idea where you always chip it in and there was always someone there to score. Well, that's the theory behind it. Look at this. This is actually a really good game. A lot of the games at the time, obviously, this was before you got instant replays and all that kind of thing in games. Come on, that was supposed to be a pass. Always remember though, you'd play with your friend in these kind of games. Oh, I jumped too early. You'd play with your friend, and the winner would then go on to play the computer. But what would happen? What would happen is when they play the computer, the skill level goes through the roof. Like the computer will just kind of cheat basically and just score from the craziest areas. 3D here. We've got 3D. Oh no. Straight down the middle. Brilliant. Alright. Why did I just stay still? Ah, I didn't put it in the middle there either. I can't believe they're scoring goals right down the middle. Yes! What a save. I can't... See what I mean? See what I mean? I'm saying the computer's cheating here. I just need a goal. Go right. Ah, straight down the middle. Right, I need a save here. Hungary have put Scotland out. It's not a surprise, really. Yeah, I remember that game. I used to play that game a lot when I was young. That was a good game, actually. I like that. Right, quit. Let's find something else. If you're watching and you want me to play a particular game that you loved, that was Premier Soccer by Konami. I've heard that being said in many different ways. Oh, there's... See that? Puckman. That was the original Pac-Man. But they changed it, a little bit of history, but they changed that there. Instead of being called Puckman, they realised that people in America would just push the little bit of the P to make it... Well, you know why they changed it to Pac-Man. I think it was a smart move. Some really cool shooters there. Raystorm. So many classic games. Right, try to find Ridge Racer. Right, I'm gonna go with Ridge Racer. Oh, I've come out. Ridge Racer was a game I loved. I had it for... Yeah, I'm using can you see that there? Raspberry Pi and a PlayStation 3 controller. I'm just checking there. I got spam in my YouTube page. Right. Ridge Racer was in the arcades. It was like a big red machine, and they used to have big arcade machines for it. But it was one of the first games on the PlayStation, the original PlayStation. So loaded. Right. Is it messing up here? Ah, come on, Raspberry Pi. Don't mess up again. It's saying loaded, but nothing's happening. I've got the red light, which means the controller's connected. And yet, nothing is happening. Need to reset again. God damn you, Raspberry Pi. I wanted to play that as well. I'd put Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer, I think it was after Daytona. It was after Virtua Racing and all that. I'll mute that again so you don't hear that. It was a really good game. Really popular. And it was one of the first ports to the PlayStation. And it was very popular on the PlayStation. I had it on... I'm trying to think what I had it on. I can't remember. I'm hearing the music there. That's why I'm finding it hard to talk. I can't remember what it got ported to first. I didn't have it for the PlayStation. I had it for another platform. And I don't know what it was. What is the latest Raspberry Pi out there? I've actually not upgraded mine's in a while, the software wise, but as far as what's the latest version is, I think I've got 3B, but there might be a new one out. And I've just not been aware of it. I mean, obviously the incentive for me to buy a new one isn't there because I've got one. But unless if they come out with one that had a lot more RAM, it was a little bit faster and things like that, I would maybe get it. Right, I'm thinking NES, Neo Geo. Right, I'll check NES. Well, the thing is, you don't actually have to get a Raspberry Pi. Like, basically, all RetroPie does... So, Raspberry Pi is the actual unit. RetroPie is the software, but all RetroPie is doing is loading Emulation Station. And Emulation Station can be loaded on Windows. It can be loaded on Mac. Things like that. So you can put it on a number of different things. So it depends what you're trying to do. A Raspberry Pi is easy just because, you know, you can put it downstairs and put it in your living room, that kind of thing. In fact, I'll see what else have we got. What have we got here? See, I don't know how well those ones work, so I'll maybe stick to... In fact, I'll check arcades again because there's a lot of... I don't know if this has got Daytona. I'll see if it's got... It takes a while to get to the letter you want. Daytona would be a good one to play, but I don't know if this could cope with Daytona because Daytona was actually quite a... Like graphically wise, it was quite a... Oh, it's Demolition Derby. Yeah, I don't think Daytona is there. Nope. Darkstalkers. Yeah, let's pick this. I could Google that for you. I'm sure you could Google it yourself, but I think the last Raspberry Pi is Raspberry 3B, I think. That's the one I've got. Buy a Raspberry Pi. Let's see what's there. Insert coin. Yeah, so this is the one I've got. Raspberry Pi Model B. That's the one I've got. So, okay, so this is 1994. I think speed, I'll just do normal. Another Capcom game. I mean, Capcom did so many of these games. I think I did play this in the arcades. Every chance of it, because I used to play the arcades all the frickin' time. I don't know the buttons, obviously. I'm getting absolutely destroyed here. Getting destroyed. I don't know how you do specials either. I was trying to do fireballs there. That's why I was kind of slapping. It wasn't working. Right, Drink. He's a kind of guile guy where you go back and forth. Headbutt, headbutt. Oh, I did, what was that I did? I'm not figuring out the specials here, am I? I'm just button bashing. Oh, I'm getting my ass kicked. I jumped into that. Right. That's annoying. How bad I am at that. Right, let's find another arcade game. One where I suck less at. If you're in the lookout for a retro Pi or just to play retro gaming, if you're just looking to do it on your laptop or at your main computer, I would just download Emulation Station. There is absolutely no need to download a Raspberry Pi, to buy a Raspberry Pi, sorry. But there's a lot of skins out there, and if you go to arcade, I think it's arcadepunks.com, you can just download skins like this one, the one I've got, and just play any game that you want. Final Fights, Final Lap. If there's a favourite game that you grew up with, though, just let me know. I realise I'm just going kind of random with a lot of the games. Look how many there are. That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous how many games are there. Sega Ninja, was that called? Sega Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, look at this. Oh, I like a look at this. Obviously the Raspberry Pi, as far as technology goes, you know, it's not the most powerful thing in the world, so it starts to struggle with like the PlayStation onwards. You know, it's fine with an S. Nintendo 64 and things like that. You can put it on the Raspberry Pi, but it will struggle. But if you've got a computer, you know, you put an emulation station on a laptop, on a computer with a graphics card, you're not going to run into any problems at that. But oh no. See, it's struggling. See what I'm talking about. It's struggling with this. This is obviously, unless it's a bad copy, but I suspect it's just struggling with the actual displaying this because it's not powerful enough. Let's see what goes on here. Yeah, 3D. It's not. This is kind of like PlayStation 1 graphics, isn't it? The audio's terrible. Yeah, it's not going to handle that. So you will find that, like, I think this might have some Nintendo 64 games as well, but there are certain games that it just struggles with. It just can't do it right. It's just because it's not powerful enough. Whereas if I was loading that game on my computer, I wouldn't have any problems at all. So what have I run on here? The 32X. Has it got favourites? I don't. All games. See the PlayStation as well. That will struggle with that. Neo Geo's not too bad. It's very easy to set up though. I did a few videos at the time when I bought the Raspberry Pi, so if you're unsure about what you do, check that out. Just search for my name and search for Raspberry Pi. You'll see some videos about it. It is fairly easy to set up. Hi Nevik, thanks for watching. So what I'm doing is I'm using Raspberry Pi, and it's got software in it called RetroPie, but all RetroPie is doing is loading Emulation Station, and Emulation Station uses different emulators, but the emulators tend to be RetroArch, and RetroArch is it's kind of like a GUI for other emulators. So in answer, it's Emulation Station really is what's being used here, but it's on a RetroPie. Right, I'll go back to arcade just because there's so many here. Right. Street Fighter. Look how many Street Fighters there are. There's the original Street Fighter. Street Fighter 2 is a game that I've got a little bit more experience with. Street Fighter 2 the movie. It's crazy that they did Street Fighter the movie, the game. Street Fighter 3 was a game I never played that much actually, but I'll put on a little bit of Street Fighter, just for nostalgic sake. Everyone likes a bit of Street Fighter. What are you looking to play on, Nevik? That would be my question to you. Because you can download, if you search for Emulation Station, you can download the emulator and you can play this very easily. But try Balrog, something different. Go with the boxer. Dredrick Tatum. Oh, I've just realised I don't know where the buttons are as far as where's punch and kick. Where's punch and kick here? Can I change it? Oh, I'd have to go and change the buttons. I can't even work out which one's punch and kick because he's all punches. I never thought of that really, did I? I never thought of that. Because he's got one that's an uppercut, isn't he? How you punch to the head. My laptop, I'm on an Emulation Station website right now, thanks. Well, see if you download Emulation Station, Nevik. Basically what it does is... In fact, what I'm going to do is... can I load the game again? Because that's annoying me. Restart. if you use Emulation Station, it generally uses RetroArch, and RetroArch will just load whatever emulator is needed for any particular game. So, for example, I'm playing an arcade game, so it loads MAME. If I'm playing a Mega Drive game, it would load, a Genesis emulator, that kind of thing. Thing I see, because I played the SNES for years, I always put my buttons in a certain way. I hate they've got the hard buttons at the top in this. Yeah, I don't like. I've always had a problem with that playing Street Fighter. See where they put like hard punch and hard kick here. I've always hated that because I always found it hard to do a move and push the top left button. Oops, I went the wrong way there. I hate these buttons. You got me there. Yeah, I find it hard with the buttons that way. So I'm going to play something else. Let me see. How do I go back? There we go. So this is basically Emulation Station. You can see it's RetroArch. So it's kind of lots of layers of different emulators working together. So, I've got RetroPie, which is essentially just loading Emulation Station on a Raspberry Pi. And in Emulation Station, you've got RetroArch, which can be downloaded separately. What was that? Super Champion Baseball. Let's try this. So yeah, the first time I downloaded RetroArch, I really didn't like it. I thought it was overly complicated and it was just so many options and all this kind of thing. But once you've used Emulation Station, it kind of saves you having to configure it all because it does it all for you. Right. As you can see, I don't know much about stats when it comes to baseball. Just pick the first team that's there. Just think, 30 years ago, people were paying a lot of money for this. Oh, was that a fastball? My God. That guy's out. That is so quick. This game is absolutely horrific. That is so hard to hit. Oh, come on. Was that a slider? Yes! I've got a base. I've got one base. Oh, that was terrible. And now I'm out. That was horrific. That was a... Can you imagine 30 years ago you just put in your quarter or whatever and then... Alright, now I'm thrown. And then like you get put out so quickly. Oh, catch him. Yes. Home run. That wasn't me that got that. That was the computer. I'm getting whipped. I keep running round. Look at him celebrating. No. It must be like one button's for a fastball, one's for slider and that kind of thing. I was trying to just move the guy. You can see he's on the base now. Catch it, catch it, catch it. Look how many guys are running for runs. What's that guy at the top doing? Out. Strike. No problem. I can't believe how much this computer's kicking my ass. So what have they got? One guy out or two out? Oops, relief. No, I don't need that. I don't need that. Oh, that's them? Oh, that's me. That's a tough game. I'm getting my ass kicked, man. Let's look at how quick that comes. I hit that. I blatantly hit that. This is just designed to steal your money. I hit that! Come on! There we go. I got a base. That'll do. Timer. This actually stops the game in the middle of playing until you put in more money. How annoying is that? It's bad enough the computer's just sending you all these balls and putting you out. But then when you put more money in. Take that. Ah. Oh my god. I'm slow there. Oh, I'm caught. Oh. That's the thing. See with right, I'm trying to reset this, but it's going a little bit. Added 4-in-1 fun pack to favorites. I didn't want to do that. Come back out. Come back out, RetroPie. See, the problem is what I do is I push the button there to load it up, the menu. But sometimes when you push another button, it does kind of bit. Like, look at this. Added Mario. Why is it doing that? It's adding games to favourites now whilst not showing me anything. Reset again. There's probably a version of RetroPie that isn't as buggy as this. This seems to sometimes, I don't know if it's the games, I don't know if it's RetroArch. Every now and then it just kind of crashes for no reason at all. And it's an absolute pain in the bum. One of those things. Okay. Load up. Yeah, it's kind of funny though, just see when you forget that, you know, back in the day, you'd play a game, and like in a football game, the computer would beat you quite a lot, but when they beat you, they would just, you know, that was it, game over. But a lot of other games, because it wasn't like set, like it was like a game that will end, they just stopped like it did in the baseball game and just say, yep, put in more money. Put in more money, please. Money, please. Right, 88 games. This could be fun. As you're kind of spoiled now because you know the level of games you've got at home. You don't have to do that. Okay, get some more money in. We're going back to 1988. This was a 4-player game, so you remember this was 4 joysticks, 4 buttons, 4 sets of buttons. So I appear to be. What's going on here? You actually changed this using the buttons. Should I put my name in? I think I should. Right, so I am the white guy with the yellow hair and the orange shirt. Right, I assume there's just 2 buttons here. Come on, come on! Oh, this is hard. I'm gonna have an aneurysm doing this. Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like. Look at the way he's cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating. That's cheating. Come on, I was beating the guy the whole way, and then he just went supersonic at the end. I don't agree with that. Long jump. I don't know. See, I don't know what the buttons are. This is the problem. I'm just gonna have to button all, you know, push all the buttons when I get close to that. Oh, it's just jump for me. Right, clearly I don't know the buttons. Full. Right, so back to the arcade list. So Atari. That's proper old school. Where are we? Super NES. Here we go. I'd argue this is the best console of all time. That's what I would argue. But I think everyone's biased. Everyone's biased towards the console they kind of grew up with. This wasn't the first console I had, but I had a lot of fun on it. Choplifter 3. College Slam, that just looks like an NBA Jam ripoff. It's funny when you go back because you look at, there's lots of movie tie-ins, and the movie tie-ins are obviously, you know, the films are old, but at the time they would just try and capitalise on any film that was out that was popular, even if it wasn't a good idea for a game. That was a classic game, Final Fantasy 3. Right, so I think I'll go with right, I'm gonna go with this. This looks terrible. This is gonna be so bad. Case in point, this game, Home Alone, obviously aimed at like 8-year-olds, but when there's money to be made, THQ. They always sucked. Right, great to be out of the slammer, Harry. That's like this. How bad is that? I just stole money there. Can you guys hear that okay? Why is there a guy, like, I don't remember that guy being in Home Alone. Right, so I've been down the chute. Oh, right, so I'm hiding all my, right. I'm hiding all my things behind there. Right. There doesn't seem to be any, it's not apparent what I should be doing here. Right, there's a pizza in the bath. Honestly, a part of me thinks I should be tripping acid when I'm playing this game, do you know what I mean? It's like, there's money in the toilet, and there's jewels in the, what's that for the tools? And I can kill people with water. Oh, I've got a, oh, I've changed that there. Oh, I've got a gun? Oh, it's just the wrist, alright, the water pistol gun. Pizzas, just pizzas everywhere. And I'm eating pizzas. I'm eating cold pizzas that are in... I can't get up there, can I? I reckon I'm supposed to get up there. Right, so I'm supposed to get up there, I think. So what do you think? Go on the chair. Yeah. On that. On that. There's pizza. How many games comes with what? Ah, I ruined it at the end. Are you talking about on the ROM pack? I'd have to check. I mean, if you've got a larger, seems to keep falling down there. If you've got a larger SD card, you can put more games, obviously. But it depends what you do. You know, if you want to just put older systems in it, you can have thousands of games. This particular pack, I've actually reviewed this skin. It just keeps falling down there. I don't know if that's me or... There's pizza. I've just lost the pizza. There's jewels. I'm just thieving it all. And you can jump on the bed. That's interesting. There's money up there. So, so I need to, on the chair, on that, and then I can get the money. I don't know what, like what am I supposed to be doing here? Right, that guy kills me and I don't know why. Oh no, basement. You know what, see if you're watching this and thinking this game sucks. Yeah, it's just as bad playing it as it is watching it. It is quite sucky. I'll go and check that for you, Flood. I'll go and see how many games this has got. There's a, you can see the total number of games there for each system, and as I said, you know, with PSP and things like that, they'll be taking up more room. Arcade's probably the one I've got the most in. There's one that says all games. There you go. This particular one has got 10,036 games. Every one is a classic, just like Home Alone. Not. There's Cody's there as well. You can randomize this, can't you? Goal, kick goal. Dig dug. Yeah, 10,000 games, but again, it comes down to, like, you can get a pack for RetroPie. Say you've got 32 gig, you could get a pack that's only got, say, 50 games if they're Dreamcast games, or you could get a pack that's got thousands of games if they're like Atari and Commodore 64 games, Amiga games, that kind of thing. It just depends how you set up. 1982. Uh-oh. I think that's what I'm supposed to do to kill him. Dead. Yeah, that's not as fun as I remember it. It just depends. What I would say is go on to Arcade Punks or Arcade Punk. If you search for that, you'll find a list of different packs and just find one that you want. I started off, I think the first time I put 128 gigabytes, but I just found with downloading the ROMs and things that became a pain. And I don't even know what this one's got. I think it's 32. I think. Alright, exit without launching. Yes, I don't want to launch. That's the thing, it's because each one's different the way you come out of a game. So you get a different menu each time. Some of the other skins I've got, this one tends to have a lot of the older games, but I downloaded ones before where it was a lot more newer games and the quality was a little bit better. But it depends what you're looking for. You know, I was looking for more the kind of older style games rather than, say, PlayStation games because they're, you know, they don't run as well. Like that game, Dunk Mania, it probably, in fact, let's give it a shot. It probably doesn't play very well, this one, simply because the RetroPie, you know, the Model B isn't really designed for these games. There's things you can do, you can tweak them and you can do certain things to make the games play better, but my guess is it's going to struggle with this. That's my educated guess, but we'll see what it says. Right, you can see the audio's a little bit off there already. 1995. Yeah, see, this is kind of PlayStation 1 era. Look at those polygons. This is an era where they were making things 3D, even though 3D was awful to look at. I'm just going to come out because that's going to suck so badly. But you saw that. I don't know if it's doing it the same again. You noticed earlier where it was just like it went black and then. Come on, let me go back out. Let me go back out. There we go. For some reason, it goes back to that menu sometimes. I don't know if it's just the way I've set it up. I don't know. That's Street Fighter. Can you think of a classic game? Success, Joe. Sunset Riders. Oh, that was a good game. I remember this in the arcade. Cowboy. What game were you talking about there? Were you talking about Dig Dog? Is that the one you said you loved? I think I played it once before, but it wasn't a game I remember spending a lot of time with. I remember there was one on the NES with the guy with the shovel. What was that called? The one on the NES. It was like a little digging game inspired by that, but it was better. So this was a kind of 4-player, like Konami had these 4K arcade machines, and this one, sometimes they put this into the same arcade machine as the one that was for Turtles in Time. So it was kind of 4-player, the same buttons. So it was the class. I don't know what you call that system, but basically 2 buttons. Oh, I got a kiss there. You see the audio's a way off in this, isn't it? It's a shame. It's a good game, this. Oh no. I just killed the girl. I'm supposed to kiss her, I think. Yeah, the audio's way off, isn't it? And then the pills are coming. I think you're supposed to jump on top of them. I think it's weird how the audio seems to be, you know, one of the first things that goes when the game can't be played well. I don't know why it's always the audio. I'm gonna go back. Let's go console. Game Boy Advance. Another classic console, one which I've got sitting. You've probably seen this in videos. I've got them sitting on my desk. Classic, so that you can play the NES through the Game Boy Advance. In fact, this will have like Super Mario Kart and stuff on it. Look how many Game Boy Advance games there are. Game Boy Advance was, you know, one of the best Game Boys. What was the last one? But this was right before the DS. Oh, Dragon's Lair. Oh, I didn't like that. That Dragon's Lair on the NES allowed you to die in the password field. Entering a password, you had to put these balls in. Sega Rally. Arcade Gallery. Afterburner. Super Hang-On. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that myself, if I'm honest. The Sonic games were actually quite good on the Advance. Right, Super... What have we got here? Super Street Fighter 2. Super... See, look at all the Mario games. Super Mario Advance 1. Let's try that. Dragon's Lair, I just found it frustrating because the graphics were great for the time, but the gameplay was a little bit... There's all these kind of animations and stuff. Wish your friend Nick Gers a happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday, Nick Gers. Who's Nick Gers? Is this just your friend? Your friend, or is it... I've got no idea who he is. You know, he's obviously not someone I know. Oh, I've went back the way. Is your friend Nick watching? What's Nick like? Is he a nice guy? Is he a nice guy? Does he wear a... What does he look like? Paint a picture of Nick for us. Right, I'll just go Mario. Oh, Smash TV. Loved it. Smash TV, that's a great shout. Yeah, it's on the SNES, isn't it? Smash TV. It was basically like the... Smash TV was obviously inspired by the... what do you call it? What do you call the... Running Man. Running Man from Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's what it's kind of inspired from. Oops. I'm sure you guys played this when you were younger. It's not... I mean, you guys probably know the history of it. It was converted from a Japanese platform game. It wasn't like an original Nintendo game from scratch. But it was kind... It was... I mean, I still consider it a classic Mario game just because... well, it's a great game. So even though it wasn't kind of originally starting life as one, oh, I'm dead. I'm gonna just put on Smash TV because that's a great shout. That's a fantastic game. You know what? I think I might have actually played Smash TV once during one of these streams. Right, it's on the Super NES, isn't it? Where are we? Super Nintendo Chammers. See, it's got Nintendo 64 there. Like 303 games, and I can't really play them because they're all. I think I just went past that, didn't I? There it's there. Super Smash TV. I think that's what they called it. It was just Smash TV. The Super Nintendo loved just putting Super in front of everyone. Right, we'll try Smash TV first, see if that's it. Shaq Fu, that was terrible. Smash Tennis. No, it must be Super Smash TV. I think it is Super Smash. Super Smash TV. I had that as a kid, actually. I had Super Smash TV. It was a fantastic game. Why am I going the wrong way? There we go. There we go. You can actually see the box. You can see the box there. Fantastic multiplayer game. Brilliant. High five for that suggestion. That was a great game. Right, I'm hoping this controller is configured for Super Nintendo. Let's find out. Is the volume okay in the game, guys? Or is it too loud, too quiet, too whatever? Whatever. Right, come on. We've got no patience in the 21st century. I'm still curious who Nick Gers are. Who Nick Gers is. I wonder what he's doing on his birthday. So this was blatantly inspired by The Running Man. The year is 1999. 1999. That's great. You couldn't play games as a kid? Why not? So here we go. It's basically The Running Man. And so this is the one that's great with the... I'm hoping the button's in the right order, because if not, this is going to be very messed up. Yeah, it is. So the way this works, I did play this live once. The way this works is you push the four buttons on the Super Nintendo controller. It's like count as up, down, left, right. And you use them, you know, so you don't push up or down. You use the controller simply to go where you're going. It works really well. Right, so where am I? Map 1. Right, we need to go with X. Too scared to play games? Oh, I don't believe that for a second. Come on. What games are you talking about? You know what? I should really do a dedicated video where I just play this game, because it is awesome. It'd be a game it'd be good to complete. Oh no, no, no. What, they get a toaster there, did it say? This was great in multiplayer as well. Oh, I died. It's not good. Oh, I missed all the money there, didn't I? Hey, what do you think? Go up. I can't remember what the map is. Collect 10 keys. I don't know what I was supposed to do there, but I got my ass kicked. Oh, I'm losing a lot of lives. I don't know what you're saying about 3D games being scary. I don't know what you're... Like, are you talking about horror games? Are you just talking about 3D games? Are you talking about when you were like 2 years old? When... What age were you when these games were crazy? Crazy. Scary. Ah. This is tough. I'm down to 1 life. That's bad. Right, I should really be shooting that guy at the top who keeps killing me. I'm surprised this game hasn't been like re-released and just made 3D. You know, just we saw that with Bionic Commando. There's, you know, when you take an old game and you kind of just modernize it a little bit graphics wise, it can become really popular. Surprised this hasn't been touched. Ah, he was tough to try and kill. I'm using a PlayStation 3 controller. You can basically use any controller. You know, Bluetooth controller or anything like that, but I've just found the PlayStation 3 controller, well, one, it's one I'm not using. I like the controller. It's easy to charge. It keeps the charge better as well. Like the PlayStation 4 controller will work with it, but the PlayStation 4 controller, the battery runs out really quickly. I need to go and kill that guy, don't I? Ah, I'm dead. It doesn't have to be a Bluetooth controller. You can actually connect it using USB. You can connect it using USB and it will still connect to the Raspberry Pi. So you can connect via... Was there a bomb there? I didn't see that. I didn't even see that there. Check out my, if you do a search for my Mulder videos about this, because I have kind of explained how you connect it all, and I do a couple of tutorials where I show you how you can connect controllers and things like that. It's relatively easy to do. You know, you just have to make sure you follow instructions. It's not, I'm not saying it's the most user friendly in the world, it's not, that, you know, but if you follow the instructions that are on the website, you should be okay with it. Oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to do to get out of that situation. This is one of those games that is, you always lose lives. Oh, I want that. Yes, that's what I want. I don't like... You'd think that... See, like in other games like Contra and things like that, you keep the weapon until you die. And this one, it just seems to run out quickly. I probably will get the new graphics cards when they come out at one point. Whether I get it on launch day or not, time will tell. See what my money's like. There's no date. There's no release date on it anyway, as far as when it's coming out. So. Ah! I ran into the belly of the beast there. It's a tough game, this. It's a tough game where, you're saying don't die. I'm not trying to die. I just happen to be dying. Tank trouble. That doesn't sound good. I think history shows me anything is get... Oh no, those guys are bad. I need to get rid of those guys at the top. Yeah, I get rid of one of them, but the tank guys are dealing with me. It's absolute bedlam, isn't it? I'm losing lives like there's no tomorrow. Ah! I'm running out of continues closely. I still don't know. You're saying it's the 2070. I don't know if they're going to call it like the 11 series or the 20 series. It's still all rumours at this point. But I don't think we know what it's going to be called. See, Anderson, I stopped getting scared when Black Ops 2 came out. Right. You know what? You're just talking nonsense now. I don't know what you're talking about. You stopped getting scared when Black Ops came out. That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. What are you talking about? Is this some sophisticated sense of trolling that I'm not aware of? There's too many guys on this screen. I'm going to have an aneurysm here. It's very difficult to dodge all those guys. Alright, still get that guy at the top. Exit. Mutoid man. I'd buy that for $1. Ah, I can't believe I died already. That's poor. You notice that I've just realised that you can shoot diagonally. I forgot you can do that. Captain Hindsight. It doesn't seem to get me from there. I'm not getting him either. Well, he got me there. You wouldn't have to... Don't sell the Xbox One to get this. You can pick up the Raspberry Pi really cheap. Raspberry Pi really cheap. It's not expensive. It's like, well, in the UK, you're talking like £30. So say $30, $40 to get everything you need. Maybe $50 if you want to get a cheap Bluetooth controller. It's not something... You wouldn't sell a console to get this. I think that'd be a bad move. The guy just came out the door. I didn't see that guy exploding there. I just ran over the weapon, I couldn't get it. So that seems to do quite a lot of damage to him. What did I get electrocuted on? I don't even know where I got electrocuted. I don't know what hit me there. Oh, it was his beam that got me, right, okay. I didn't see that. I'm getting my ass kicked here. Ah, that's poor. It's quite hard to get him, actually. Ah, come on, I was just trying to get the bomb. I think there's a good chance I might not actually do this if I don't get... Right, stay positive. No! Right. Right, the guy's practically naked now. Ah! I got greedy trying to get that. Come on. What is steering that thing? Ah. Right, I've just missed that. This thing just won't die. Oh, look how fast he went back there. I don't think I'm going to do this, guys. I'm nearly dead. Yeah, I'm out. I'm out. That's it. I'm out. I'm out, guys. I used to play Intelligent Cube in our places one. R-Type was good, yeah. Kevin. Reigning champs today, number 8. Yeah, I didn't do that well, to be honest. Right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to call it a day at that. It's been fun playing some games on my Retro Pi. And again, this was... Get it in the camera. This is the Retro Pi. This is the Raspberry Pi, sorry. The hardware is the Raspberry Pi Model B. I'm using the Retro Pi operating system, the platform, which uses Emulation Station, which uses RetroArch. So if you're on a computer, you're on a laptop, you're on your Mac, your Windows computer, you can use Emulation Station, and it'll give you the same experience, the same menus and all that you saw today. The one I've got is a skin, but if you're looking to buy the Raspberry Pi, very simple to set up. Check out my videos that I uploaded about that in the past, and you can see how it all worked. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, have a great day, and I'm going to call it a day at that. Okay guys, thanks for watching, I'll speak to you all very soon. There goes the thumbs up. Cheers.